Welcome to Staying Relevant, the podcast with me, Sam Thompson, and my best ever bud, the man who has a new haircut. We're going to come on to that later, Mr. Peter James Wicks.
If you don't like swearing, don't listen, because I will be doing it. I've changed that. I don't normally say that, do I?
Yeah,
normally say go fuck yourself.
Don't fucking listen.
Don't listen and go fuck yourself. How about that? This is Monday's episode, which means that it will be going out on Wednesday, and then we'll be doing a bonus episode which comes out on Thursday, which you'll be able to watch on Sunday, which means that you can catch us on a
Monday,
Wednesday, Thursday, Sunday.
You still don't like it, any of you. It's been probably a year of me doing that and you still don't like it. Rate, review, do all of that crap. You know what to do by now, and if you don't, then just Google it.
I have some huge news. I don't want to...
Got another earring?
No, just still the same one.
Nipple piercing.
Me and Pete are up for a TRIC award, baby! Come on! We're in award season. This is like the Oscars for podcasts.
Yes, we are in award season. We are up for a TRIC award. We were up for the same award last year.
Why don't you sound excited, Pete?
Well, because we were up for the same award last year and we went and we didn't win. And the person that won didn't even turn up.
Peter Crouch.
So, but we presented an award at the TRIC Awards last year.
We did indeed.
And I got mugged off by Roman Kemp.
That was my favourite
He introduced me
moment.
onto stage as King of the Jungle, Sam Thompson, and he's weird little mate that no one knows, is how Roman Kemp described me. And he then told everyone I was skint.
Yeah, that was my favourite moment at the entire TRIC Awards. Picture this. Me and Pete turn up to the awards, and like we always do, thinking we're going to win.
No, not like we always do. You turn up to every award thinking you're going to win. I turn up to every one because I have to, and know that we're going to lose. And this is no different. However, I haven't done one of them for a while either. However, we are now being forced to ask you to vote.
Well, we're not being forced.
No, I am, because it's written down here. I didn't want to do it, but it's wrote down here. Begging for votes for the award. We've been shortlisted for Best Podcast, and it says, Pete, can you find a small present behind his chair from the team that will help the boys get votes?
That pesky plant again.
Fucking, wait till I get onto the plants. I can't go anywhere without fucking plants at the minute. So, I believe there's one for you.
Oh my Lord. Oh my God, this is such a good idea.
We've been given T-shirts that have a QR code on.
Well, we better put them on.
Vote Staying Relevant for the TRIC Awards. We've got a QR code. I'm just going to leave mine there so that you can... Would you be able to scan that, do you think, when you're watching this?
Don't worry.
Sam's got his on.
I've got mine on.
So yeah, basically we need you to vote for us at the TRIC Awards because it would be really nice if you all put in all the work, you know, that you've done before. I mean, the only thing that you guys as a Staying Relevant team have ever made us win was the Jungle. You didn't do enough in Strictly. You didn't do enough for the Podcast Awards. You didn't do enough for the TRIC Awards last year. So it'd be nice if you could just try and do something good for us rather than just Sam.
Now, he didn't mean any of that.
No, I fully mean it. You've let us down so far, all right? And I would like it if you could, just do something. Because I do not want, because we have to go to this.
Are we going? Are we going to the TRIC Awards?
Well, I said I didn't want to. And then Pippa said, no, we have to go.
Pippa, are we going? Are you coming?
Well, of course we're going when Pippa decides, because what Pippa likes to do is have a team social for no fucking reason. So the only reason she's fucking going to be there is because there'll be a free bottle of wine on the fucking table.
I can't
Some
wait.
of the team won't be allowed the wine, but we'll get onto that later.
Oh, this is going to be so good. I don't want to push the bar out too far. I think we're going to win. I just have a feeling.
Which is it the same feeling you've had at the every other award that we've lost?
This is a different feeling.
Oh, this is a new feeling.
This is our year. This is our year.
Yeah, I remember you saying that last year
And
the year before. And the year before that. This is our year.
I can just feel it in my toes. I don't know what it is, but I have an amazing feeling about this one. And yeah, look, last year was a little bit shit.
Yeah.
Especially when Peter Crouch didn't turn up. I think he sent a little video message in. And we did, I don't know if anyone's watched that Ben Stiller and Owen Wilson for Zoolander. You know, and Ben Stiller basically stands up and starts walking towards the stage.
That's what you did, yeah.
Mate, I genuinely thought we were going to win it. And then when you see fucking Peter Crouch's face on that, God, at least it wasn't red-handed.
Oh, we're still carrying on with that. Okay, excellent. Yeah, still
I wonder
carrying
if they're
on.
still going.
No, they are still going.
Oh,
yeah, no, they're still going. They do very well.
Oh, really?
Yeah, well, obviously, because they've beaten us at everything. So is every other podcast. I mean, there's some great people in the category.
Are there? Who's in the? Do we even know who's in the?
Diary of a CEO.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
Well, he didn't win it last year.
Was he in it last year?
Peter Crouch is in again. Pippa?
There's quite a few, so I'm not sure I should do all of them.
No, just do the good ones.
Peter Crouch podcast.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
fuck off.
Peter Crouch is up for again. I mean,
He won't even be there.
But I like him.
No, I
He's
love him,
good,
but he just won't be there.
You've got all the rest ofs. So the rest is football. Sorry, the rest is history. The rest is politics.
Oh, well, we're beating them at the O2, so maybe.
Begin again with Davina McCall. Diary
but
of a
everyone
CEO.
loves her.
Yeah, that's doing well. Sexted my boss.
Yeah, they're do you know what I like about Sex with My Boss? I feel like us and Sexted are kind of like on the same level. And like,
I feel like we're similar podcasts, but we're not on the same level.
why do you think that?
Oh, because they're better. Well, because they've got an actual posh man, right? So you're kind of like, you're sort of posh in comparison to me, but really you're kind of mediocre on the kind of royalty
That's
level.
your fault. My mum loves you to pieces. In fact, I think she fancies you and probably wants to have a go. But
Hi, Karen.
Problem is, mum listens to this podcast.
Karen, how are you,
But
darling? You good?
She does say
You
that
look
she
great
goes,
for Mother's Day.
You have lost your accent.
No, it's got nothing to do with the accent. It's that he talks about etiquette. He dresses like you are a scruff.
Well, I'm wearing this stupid barcode on me that you're not wearing.
Sorry. No, you can't suddenly blame it on the t-shirt that you put on because you've had 2 weeks of wearing a nice outfit because you've actually had a wash and looked after yourself because you spent 3 years of the podcast looking like you've just been dug up. So let's not. So you're not known for your fashion just yet, sunshine.
We've still got a ways to go.
You've got to earn that fucking level.
Do you know what? There was a story in the press that literally came out yesterday, but like Sam Thompson accuses Pete of not letting him know, and I was like, oh fuck, what have I said? And it's me being like, why didn't you tell me I look like shit?
So TRIC Awards. Make sure you vote.
Yeah.
We'll put some stuff on socials. Please do it.
This is the barcode for anyone watching.
Yeah, should we just hold so that
Yeah.
you can grab the barcode?
And that Pete's gonna take his top off as well. So definitely check us out.
Does it work?
Yeah, it's just not a barcode.
Yeah, it's a QR code.
Oh, so
and
it's
also,
QR
if you're
code.
listening, there's going to be a link in the description of the episode, so you should all go and vote, and you should send it to everyone you know as well.
Yeah.
As you can imagine, judging by the fact that Pippa has just done her own beg, I feel like it's something she just wants to tell her friends. That
I've
she's
actually won a TRIC award.
What?
I'm the only TRIC award winner in this here
That's
room.
depressing.
Well, I've won it for other shows, but presumably it wasn't specifically you.
No, I was part of it.
You were at
Okay.
the table.
Okay, so you made
I
tea
went on
for
stage.
a show that won an award.
Yeah, for a long time.
What was it?
It's
Capital?
global.
It was Capital
Yeah, of course
Breakfast.
it was.
Can I just quickly say something? The reason the team are so keen on it is because obviously this is their first awards season since we picked them. So they definitely want the kudos.
Yeah, since we picked them from the gutter and gave them a home and a career, because none of them did anything before us. They certainly haven't come down. Do you know what? I think the team really want us to win because they've come so far down. They thought this might be a good career move, and they've all dropped off a fucking cliff. And they're just trying to tell people that this was the right decision. So when they tell all their friends, no, they have won an award, then it makes it look like we're doing something special.
Acceptance speech, really quickly before we move on.
Yep, thanks very much.
No.
It's
Right.
really short and sweet.
Pete, fuck off. Right, we go on there. TRIC Awards, big awards, right? We stroll on, right? Roman Kemp's gone, it's the boys! And we're like, okay, so I don't even know if he's hosting it, but let's just say he is. It's the boys! We then rock up to stage, right? You're first in the speech, so you're the first person who says something. What you saying?
Cheers.
No, come on.
You think I'm joking?
Yeah.
No.
You're not going up there thumbs upping, by the way, for people who are listening, thumbs upping and
All
going,
right.
cheers,
It's nice to fucking win something.
and then you're going to bounce.
Sam?
Okay, cool. Well, I would like to, first of all, I suppose, congratulate the team behind this amazing thing. I'd like to congratulate, Peter Wicks for being sort of like the rock to my hard place. I would like to also I think we should probably thank a couple of family and friends and shit like that.
Why? They've got fuck all to do with it.
Well, yeah, but just, for birthing us.
Sorry.
They do that at the Oscars. They all fucking...
Yes, because it's a fucking Oscar, mate.
Yeah, this is a fucking trick award, mate.
I don't know why I did that, mate. That was a little bit Australian, wasn't it?
It's a trick award. This is huge.
Yeah, it's big, but it's just a fucking podcast, mate. Why do I keep doing that? I don't know
What's going on?
Crikey, mate.
Crikey.
Oh.
Literally going up and you're just being like, cheers, and you're fucking off.
Yeah, mate, like, we don't need to do a big fucking thing about it.
I would quite like to maybe just sort of like point out a few people who have stood in our way.
All right, I'll tell you what we do. We've got a nice new office. This will go up there. Cheers. So that's the TRIC Awards. Let's move on because it's wasting our time.
We're going to get cancelled. But you know what's not getting cancelled is Peter Wicks's new hair. Now, if we can get a round of applause ever so quickly. This is something that he did really incognito. Normally, when Pete has a little shape up and a bit of a change of style, I will definitely know about it before it happens. I found out on Instagram story, there were a couple of chopped hair bits on the floor in your Instagram stories, and I was so intrigued to know what had happened. Sir, you look absolutely magnificent, phenomenal, some might say. You called it a shit Bradley Cooper. I think you look like a sexy Bradley Cooper.
I only said Bradley Cooper because that's what Annalise, my favourite, said it looked like. Wasn't it, Annalise?
It was.
Yeah.
I think you look great.
No, well, look, I've had the same hair for a very long time. I am getting to an age now where it's very grey and I am receding a little bit. However, shorter hair, there seems to be more of it. I mean, for some of us.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Yeah,
Fully agree with that.
But also, yeah, it was just time for a bit of a change. It's still there. There's still a lot of hair. Actually, my hairdresser, Harriet, shout out to Harriet, who's been one of my really good friends for such a long time. She's wanted to do it for a long time.
Really?
Yeah. And then
What is it? What is this? Is there a name to this? Like a balayage or?
No, this is called a shorter haircut.
Oh, right. Okay, so there's not like a name to the style. Like mine's a mullet.
No, it's not.
Mine's going to be a mullet.
No. Yours is a, what do they call it? Oh, mess.
Yeah,
so,
going to be a mullet.
Is it?
Eventually.
Well, it'd be a mullet sort of at the front and at the bottom.
Yeah.
In the middle, we call that bald.
Yeah, we just don't talk about that one.
But yeah, it's just a bit shorter. I mean, do I look? I don't know how I feel about it.
Do you know what you look like? Super sophisticated. Like your eyes, by the way, look a lot bluer. I don't know why. Has anyone else noticed that? His eyes look a lot bluer since he's had a haircut, and you look like you're staring into my fucking soul right now. And you do look.
That's probably why I look sort of slightly confused and lost because I can't find your soul.
You look younger.
Well, that
you look younger.
That is what we were hoping for.
So how many messages have you had from cheekers?
No one's seen it yet.
Yeah, but just online. You must have had so many DMs.
Loads of people message saying, we want to see the hair, we want to see the hair. But this, I mean, I haven't put up any pictures of me with the new hair.
Oh my God, we're the first people to see it. Well, let me just tell you, a little audio commentary then. It's absolutely beautiful, I've got to say. It's very tidy at the front, very party at the back. And we're absolutely loving it.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's different. I feel slightly naked. We've just posted a new story of Pete's hair this morning, and the crowd is going wild. The crowd is going wild.
The crowd's going wild. Do you know, I would love to get to a place.
Are they?
Inundated.
I would.
Okay,
well, let's
should
have
we?
a look.
Let's. What are the comments saying?
It's on our DMs.
Maybe pass it over to Sam, and we can get an instant reaction. I haven't.
Oh my God, bring it in.
No one has seen the new hair yet. So it will be the first time you sort of outed my hair without my permission. It's a little bit like when kind of the girls go to award ceremonies and someone, or weddings. I did it for Vicky Patterson for her wedding. I put a picture up of her in her wedding dress before she did. That went down well, especially as it was being paid for by OK.
Right, I'm going to be honest with you. As we had expected, Pete's hair looks so good I could sit on it. Nice, Barnett. What is this new hair look? Well, apparently it's just shorter, is what Pete said. All right, Pete, what's this new hair look again? OMG, adore the new cut, Pete. And we just want to hear about who vommed on Pete. And actually, that's from Emma. And I think that's a really, really nice segue into the next part of this podcast. which is Josh's engagement party night out. Now, I'd just like to make a quick... That was a really bad throw to Pippa. So Josh had a digital Josh, if you don't know who he is, he had an engagement party. Now, a disclaimer, I wasn't invited to this engagement
No. I'm going to make the disclaimer on this. I'd just like to point out, about, I don't know, 6 weeks ago?
No, it was last week.
You organised the party, I would say about 6 weeks ago. Yeah. Josh invited the team, including Sam. The team we expected to all make an appearance. We're quite a tight team, I would like to say. No. What happened was Sam forgot. Pippa booked a holiday specifically because she didn't want to go. So there was only certain members of the team that actually came. Kira we're going to allow because Josh didn't want Kira there. No, a joke. We love Kira. So I tried to make sure that a lot of the team were going. TV Ted was always going to go because it was close to him. Now, so...
Well, take me through the stages. So we're at the beginning of the night.
So the beginning of the night.
Have you driven?
No. Because a couple of days before, I actually looked where the engagement party was, and it was fucking miles away. If I'd have known that, I'd have made an excuse.
Yes.
But it was a little bit late for me that.
Yeah.
So Annalise, my favourite, she organised for dinner, first of all, and then the hour-and-a-half cab ride to the pub where Josh's engagement do was. The engagement do started at 5.
Yeah. You turned up at a fashionably late 6, I imagine.
No, 8:30.
Fucking... that is so Pete.
But Annalise and I went for dinner first of all with Yevita.
I was just about to say.
Yevita came, so Yevita heard it was Josh's engagement do, and she...
Sorry, what the fuck is that, by the way?
Yevita's part of the Staying Relevant team.
But like, I now feel really bad.
Well, of course, and so you should. And so you fucking should. I mean, people think I'm the one that's horrible to Josh, right? And I'll tell you, when I say people, I mean his entire family who I met. But I'll get onto that in a minute. But yeah, so Yevita, Annalise and I had dinner first. We then went to Josh's engagement do.
Do you know what? Why don't we get onto the family? So you said that the family, from what I heard, cornered you and asked you to stop bullying Josh. Yeah, that's a good start.
No, they didn't corner me. It's just everyone that I met gently pulled me to the side and said, come on, be nice to Josh.
His own engagement do.
So I turned up to the engagement do and I met his mum and dad first of all, who, by the way, are lovely. His mum is, I would say, a petite...
7 out of 10.
No.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, I'm just going off what I thought Pete was going to say. Sorry. I just thought you were going to give a score. I don't know why. I just had it in my head.
Josh's mum is a petite lady.
Yeah.
Quite scary.
Oh, right.
She's about 5'2".
Yeah.
I'll say what
because said hello and she went, I said, so I'm Pete, I work with Josh. And she went, oh yeah, you need to start being nicer to him.
And did she say it with no smile even?
No
just
smile.
Like a blank face.
And I was like, well, fuck me.
What did you reply?
I went, the fact that you said that makes me want to be worse to him. His dad then went, no, don't worry about it. He needs that. Really like the dad. Dad's
He's
great.
He's too soft.
But no, whole family were really, really lovely. Genuinely, I mean that. And as is your fiance, really, really lovely and very thankful that you invited us.
But look, that's not, from what I understand, that isn't just, the night. I think that's almost the beginning of the night.
Oh yeah, that's the beginning of the night, yeah.
From what I've heard, the rest of the night entailed a breathalyzer and a whole load of vomit.
Yes, yeah. And it's weird how you can get from kind of a family party, which is really lovely, to people being breathalyzed and throwing up. But I'll tell you how. So we kind of left the pub, I'd say about 9 o'clock. We go into another bar and then the bar is not really happening. Things are happening, going on. Decide to go to a club. The Staying Relevant team left at this point. Yeah. And we decided to go to a club. We head towards a club. We tried to get in a club. I've spoken to the guy and said, listen, have you got a table that we can have and we can, you know what I mean, we're all going to have a lovely time. We get there and as we're going through the security of the club, one of the Staying Relevant team members is taken to be breathalyzed. Mm-hmm. So Annalise at this point was, I would say, walking with a purpose in every direction, I think is the best way to describe it. It was like if she was like a dragonfly.
Yeah.
You know, like the dragonflies, they just bump into everything.
Yeah.
Annalise is doing this at this point. So she gets breathalyzed. We're not allowed in the club. Fine. So we are then in fucking Esher or the middle of Fucksville, wherever that is, and need to go back to central London. So obviously, the team, let's go Stringfellas. Lovely, let's go Stringfellas. This is now TV Ted, Yavita, Annalise and I. The Staying Relevant members are on a night out. We get in an Uber. It's just the hour and 10 minutes into central London at this point. 4 minutes into the journey, lovely Uber. Again, we're just all kind of chatting, and TV Ted's in the front. As I said, he's 9 foot tall. He's playing Shabuzi. And then what I hear in the background is... without notice, then, as I turn my head, as Annalise is in the front, I watch her, like The Exorcist, projectile vomit to the ceiling.
Oh, no.
To the dashboard.
Oh, no.
To the driver.
The power on it.
To Ted's shirt and all over my cream jeans.
The spray on you. Well done. God, that must have come from the gut.
Yeah, and let me tell you, we're not talking bile.
No, we're talking like...
Listen, if you had a cocktail stick, you could have picked out the big bits. And annoyingly, she'd been for dinner beforehand with me, so I knew I could pick them out. There was basically a whole cod fillet had come through, along with the nettle risotto that she had with it, which, as you can imagine, is a really beautiful green colour. So that looked nice, sprayed across the ceiling of the Uber.
And then did you sit in the Uber all the way to London?
No. So what happens then is the Uber then pulls over. Yavita gets out and sits Annalise on a wall where she wipes her mouth. I then just reach for my pocket and start spraying cash at the driver.
Yeah. That's my favourite part of the story. To ensure that he doesn't leave us in the middle of Fucksville and takes us all the way into London. He was actually a really lovely, lovely man. He then gets out and starts cleaning up his car. Ted is at the front going, "God, I only bought this shirt the other day," whilst continuing with Shabuzi on repeat. Anyway, we then get back into the car. We then all head to Stringfellas. Annalise falls asleep, no dramas for the rest of the journey, whilst hugging my arm like I'm potentially her childhood toy, like a blanket. I was wearing suede at that point as well. A little bit of dribble down the arm, but we're okay with that. Don't you worry about it. We then get to Stringfellas. Ted, Yavita and I had a lovely night. I put Annalise in a car home. I would just like to say to Annalise that you are still my favourite, and you're one of my favourite people in the entire world. These are the things that Staying Relevant memories are made of.
Thank you.
Yeah, okay, fair play. Pete, I'd also like to just say to you that I have a visual of Pete just slyly creeping round the side of the car, getting the wallet out and just going, "How much is going to be, big guy?"
No.
And just flipping these fucking notes out.
No, I literally went, "How much is this going to cost?" Yeah. And then did that.
Oh, that's so
and then
good.
Stopped and then went,
"Yeah, you're going to need..." Then saw the stick on the dashboard and went, "Oh, it's going to be another 50, isn't it?" So you come out the back of this, wild, vomit-ridden evening. You probably sit there on a Monday or actually I think it was a Tuesday, and you're like, "God, you know what? I'm still not quite over that."
Oh, it was just
what can I do to relax myself and enjoy? Well, I
go
suppose...
to work. Let's get up and go to work.
Get up, do Mel Robbins, look in the fucking mirror, give yourself a high five.
Put the past behind you, high five yourself and go, "You are not still covered in sick. Go to work."
But then what you did is you dressed up as the Easter Bunny a couple of days later. So it's been a big few days for you, really, hasn't it?
Yeah, well, I mean, I was wearing a suit, is what I knew about it, until I... then put on bunny ears and they attached a towel to the suit.
See, I have a question for you on this one, because whenever we work together, and when I say work together, whenever we make videos, so that's actually not work, we just make funny videos. I think they're funny that Pete doesn't. And we just fuck around in the park or something like that, and I make you put on a little outfit. You always have a go. What are you like when a brand, because this was for a brand shoot, what are you like when they put a pair of bunny ears on you?
Well, there's two big differences in that. Well, actually, no.
You're going to say you're getting paid?
There's one big difference, which is I'm getting paid. But secondly, there is no difference between how I react to it. This is not, oh, God, yeah, let me put the ears on. It's still really.
Are we doing this?
Are we doing this? But no, it was, you know what, it was a fun day. It's Easter. Easter's a lovely time, one of my favourite occasions. And do you know what's great? Is Smarty Mobile. No, I'm joking. But no, yeah, I mean, it was a weird day. But the hardest bit is that there were big ears, and it's very windy at the minute. Although it's very nice, very windy. But because the ears were so big, they didn't really stay on. So what we had to do was pretty much pin them to my head. But every time the wind would take them, it was scratching the back of my head. There was blood pouring from the back of my head.
Did you have to prance at all?
No, there was no prancing. I was pushing an egg cart around the village of Good Easter.
There's a village called Good Easter?
There's a village called Good Easter. I was pushing an egg cart around and handing them out to members of the public and children.
As I said today, this year is going to be our year. It's the year we level up.
Yeah. Listen, you know, we're doing big things.
It's been a week for Pete. It's been a real week.
Not only that, the apartment is nearly done.
Oh, hello.
Because we had the arrival of the rainforest.
Yeah.
I'm not joking you. I have more plants in my fucking house than there is in your garden. It is utterly ridiculous. This fucking shit surrounds me now. It's like I'm like the new Alan Titchmarsh. Is that his name? Titchmarsh. Yeah, that fucker. I'm him. It's they are just everywhere. Now, what I did say is that I would like plants that take not a lot of maintenance. What I have been given by the plant dealer, yes, the plant dealer, is a pamphlet. When I say pamphlet, I mean novel about how many times they need to be fed, at what times, and how many times they need to be watered. I've had to set alarms on my phone now for different periods that different plants need to be watered. Wow. Yeah, it's pretty fucking wild. Yeah. So yeah, it's been an interesting week for me. Really interesting week. But let's move on from me because I think we've covered most of my shit. Your staying relevant moments of the week, because we've actually got some real no staying relevant moments whatsoever, actually, thinking about it. What we've got now is we've gone away from staying relevant and we've just kind of delved into what our personal lives are now, aren't we? It's not our staying relevant moments. This is what have you done this week? Well, I'll tell you what you've done. Oh, wow. Sorry, I just need a minute whilst I read through this.
What are you reading? What are you reading that you need a minute on?
My eyes were instantly drawn to Lycra. So you've moved on from running?
I have. I'm now a cyclist as well.
Jesus fuck.
Yeah, he's now a cyclist.
This week and do you know what? It's not just this week. Very recently and over the past few months, what I've noticed about you is that you're growing up.
All right.
You're starting to dress like a man, which is great, and we'll get onto that. You've now got responsibilities. You are a full-time cat dad.
I'm a full-time cat dad.
Which is fucking incredible. And we can kind of tell that because what you have been doing is posting numerous thirst traps. Now,
what even is a thirst trap?
Well, I'll tell you what a thirst trap is. It's just like you with the cats. He's like, look how loving I am. Basically, what you did, you listened to Paul. Yeah. All right. Say that the dogs are the reason that people like me. And you went, what can I do? I'll tell you what I do. I'll just let people know that I love animals. But you love the cats and that's fucking amazing. So full-time cat dad. But also we've been doing some home workouts and videos of you in the gym just pumping iron.
Do you know what? This wasn't me. I just wanted
It wasn't you.
It wasn't
because
me.
I tell you who you did it with. I don't follow them. So who you actually, so you reposted it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it is you.
Yeah, but my PT.
Record this while I look fucking. And I tell you what, it weren't right at the start of the fucking workout, was it? No, it was midway through when the old fucking muscles are pumping. There's a few veins popping out there, which is good because they don't pop out in your dick. And what was going on there? So you're thirst trapping.
Mate, do you know what? I don't know. He posted it and I went, this could be sort of like a new avenue, you know?
Yeah, there's a new avenue for people to go, fuck, Sam looks good.
Yeah, I mean, that will probably go on the dating profile now as well, seeing as everyone seems to have leaked it.
Yeah, no, I know.
Have you seen my photos on it?
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, I've seen you on that profile, on fucking rare. It's hilarious because I tell you why, because anyone that doesn't know you thinks you're a footballer.
Yeah, I know. That's why I put that first one on.
Yeah.
That's why I put it on.
What they don't know is that you ran around and didn't touch the ball for 20 minutes in a fucking charity game. So, but it looks great. Looks like you play for England, mate.
I know.
But in 1996.
Yeah, you know what's wild as well? I have the cat in one of the things. Someone's taken photos, right, of that profile, snap loads of those photos, and then they've published it online.
Yeah, well, I
And
think
you
it was the
feel
Daily Mail. And how awful is it for the Daily Mail to do that? How were they this morning when you gave them the eggs?
Yeah, they were great. This is quite a funny statement of moments, to be fair.
Yeah.
The reason that I'm late for this record is because I've been at the Daily Mail handing out Easter eggs. I had a really good time. I actually wrote an article about you.
I know, yeah.
Have you seen it? Have you seen the article I wrote?
Is it actually gone live as well? It probably has, hasn't it? Did we allow that? Have we allowed that to go live, that I'm returning to Towers? Yeah, we probably have allowed that to go live, and that's such a funny moment, isn't
They
it?
had out Blondie's kitchen cookies.
Yeah, and how was it?
They were really lovely.
And all the seriousness, and this we're going to get onto this bit, is because I think we need to talk about it. And I've been talking about it for a very long time now, and it feels like I'm repeating myself, but you're just getting better week on week. You look fucking great. We've got a set of suit trousers on.
This is from you.
With a new Chelsea boot.
Yeah.
We've gone shopping, and a lovely top. You look very young, mulleted Dermot O'Leary.
I will so take that. This is so Dermot, isn't it?
And mate, you look fucking great at the minute. You genuinely do. The beard looks fucking trim. Your skin looks good. The hair is hanging on. And I'm here for it. You look in very good shape at the minute as well.
Question: thirst traps. Do we do them?
Well, you do.
Yeah, but should we be doing them?
Well, I don't know. I think our thirst traps are probably very different.
Okay.
I haven't posted. You know what's really mad is I haven't posted anything other than a lift selfie in about 3 months, other than like work stuff on my Instagram. But normally, if I'm looking to do a thirst trap,
This is amazing. What's a Pete Wicks thirst trap?
I've only got one thing to rely on, really.
What? Your eyes.
Yeah. So it's normally like sort of good sunlight, selfie. Fuck me, the blue is blueing.
Yeah, and then you've probably got a beer in there. You'd have a beer o'clock.
No, but that's not a thirst trap.
Oh, sorry, that's just a normal.
That's hi, I'm an alcoholic, come for a drink. It's very different. The first trap is just the eyes are eyes in. You've gone down a slightly different route. Because, I mean, my thirst traps used to be including my dogs. I don't really use the dogs for that sort of stuff anymore. That's mostly because it's very hard to take a picture with them because they've got one eye between them.
Should I start using the cats?
I think you already have, Sam.
Well, I panicked though as I started.
No. Every morning now it's going, good morning, it's going to be a great day from me and Clive, the cat.
It's not called Clive, it's called Cedric.
Whatever.
Not that I'm doing it, but how would one slide into a DM when one is ready?
Well,
how would you slide in to someone?
I don't think you need to slide in.
Do people slide in? Do we slide in nowadays, or do we just sort of? I don't know. Do we just sort of call them?
Well, okay, but so how does that? What you just magically go? I'm going to guess this number and it will be right. What? I mean, there has to be a point where you get to the number.
That's a really good point. How do you get the number then?
Just go. I would listen. Be purposeful.
Chica. I think we start with Chica.
No.
No, right, as Pippa just said no.
Yeah, it depends what you're looking for.
Okay.
If you start with Chica and that goes down well, I imagine that's not a keeper.
It's Chico time. Start with one of them.
What, and just flash the rollie?
It's Chico time. And then double gun fingers.
No, I don't think so.
Maybe we should make a GIF of ourselves and send the GIF.
No, I don't
of
think.
Of us waving.
Well, yeah, if you do double gun, this is what you got to look forward to. I don't think do the fingers. I think just say hello.
Just hello with an X.
Yeah. Not just hello with an X. Like you have to give a question or some sort of intentful. Or you can just if they've got an interesting profile, interesting stories, or you know, Instagram stories and all the rest of it, respond. Listen to what they're saying and respond.
Well, okay, fair, but
I mean, what I wouldn't do on like Instagram, because you can voice note and is send a voice note.
No, you can't on Insta.
Yeah, you can.
Oh, that's my sliding done then.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. No, I don't feel like I should set you loose with this. without you practicing.
Oh,
So
mate.
okay, so let's take it back because we're picking the low hanging fruit here. So I am an attractive lady.
Yeah.
You see me on Instagram. You now know you can voice note.
Yeah.
You want to slide in. You know,
Okay.
you followed her. She's followed you. You think, okay, that's
Can I
a sign of
call on
intent.
WhatsApp?
I wouldn't start with a call. I'd
So
start with I wouldn't start with any of this if I'm honest with you. But I just want to see how you do it.
Okay.
Voice note me your opening
Oh, sweet.
gambit.
Hello, this is Sam. I just, do you know what? I don't like writing messages. I feel like, they're just I just want to get out there into
you.
No, I want to get.
Sorry.
Well, now I delete it and I'll try again. Is what I
Okay,
do.
all right.
Can you delete them?
Yeah, so you
Okay,
deleted
right,
that
so
one.
deleted.
Okay, so we've gone again.
All right. Hello, Sam
okay, so
Thompson.
we've still gone again high pitch with Sam Thompson, even though it will say from Sam Thompson.
Oh, good point. Yeah, right, fine. Yeah. Hello. So you don't
Okay.
think hi?
Well, I just don't think the opening when someone listens to your voice and you're trying to. I
Hello.
don't think hello is the best way to go.
Hello.
Just normal talking.
My name's Sam.
No, I wouldn't do that either. This isn't V for Vendetta.
Okay.
Try again.
Okay.
Close to the mic as well, just to reenact what it would be like.
Hello.
Nope.
Okay. No, genuinely, that was me telling the piss.
Oh,
Hello.
Okay, still high.
Hello. I'm just on a run at the moment, but I couldn't help but really, really like some of your snaps.
No.
I think that you are really pretty. And to be honest with you, I don't really do this all that often. I'm a bit nervous, to be honest with you. I'm actually sweating and have a dry mouth right now. But I feel like we would be really well suited for a date. How do you fancy about a couple of steaks?
How do you fancy about a couple of steaks? Okay.
I don't know. I'm panicking now.
Okay.
So I'd probably delete that one as well. And I just along those lines, but I'd be like, really like what you're about. Really like what you do. Whatever she's doing, if she's a surfer or like a chef.
Yeah.
I love what you're about. Okay, this is it. Hi, I'm Sam Thompson here. I'm going to be single forever. I'm going to be single for fucking ever. I can't do it. I can't do it.
Listen, and I'm going to be.
I sound like I'm at school. It's just so hard.
Well, I wouldn't start with that on the voice note.
Can we do it together?
Well, no, because then it sounds like, how are we going to do that? Hi, it's Pete and Sam here. We're just wondering if you fancy a date. I know that might sound weird, but if you come along, surely we've got something for everyone. You know what I mean? Between the two of us, we tick a lot of boxes. How does that work?
Yeah, but I just think it's more approachable, maybe. We just
More approachable for two men to slide in at the same time.
be like, hi, look, Sam wants to date you, but I'm Pete. I'm his really good mate. I can vouch for him.
Oh, yeah, no, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll go on your Instagram and go, hi, it's Pete, Sam's mate. My mate fancies you, and see if that works, shall we?
Yeah.
Do you know what's funny is I imagine some of your fucking lot will probably do that. They probably still do that.
Yeah.
What's going on with the leg? Are we okay?
I don't know. I just feel like
Well, no, but the problem is that you and I are very different in our approach.
you're direct.
Yeah, because
I like to come at them from a different angle. Do you know what I mean? Like I want to I feel like I'm not a direct bloke. I feel like I'm sort of like maybe coming from the sides.
yeah.
Like
How
a
does that
pincer
work?
movement.
Like a bit, that.
No, is it like
I think what you need to do is just be.
catch them off guard with my humour is what I'm saying.
Okay, all right. So when are you going to start doing that,
Just like, I think maybe just be like, hey, like I
mate?
I want to tell
be,
you a joke.
But no, but okay, you're not testing new material on them. I don't like. I think what you need to do is just ask them how their day is. Just go that
Well, they're
basic.
just not even going to reply.
Well, no, but they will reply to that, and then when they reply to that, then you'll judge whether or not they're interested, and then go, do you know what? Actually, I can't do all this small talk. Let's go for dinner.
Yeah, give me your number
Yeah.
and I'll call you.
No.
I love an early phone call.
Yeah, but whilst you're running, when you're first getting to know someone, I imagine the worst thing you can do is heavy breathe down the phone early in the morning
Really? Okay.
whilst you're on a run. Because then it sounds like you're just passing time during your
But
run.
I have hobbies. Do you know what I mean? That's quite nice, isn't it? I have
Do
a
you?
hobby, yeah.
What are your hobbies?
I just like
Running
to
and
run,
cycling.
like to cycle, like to go
Yeah.
to the gym. I like brunch. I like I feel like people like brunch. Long
No.
walks to the beach.
No. Okay. When was the last time you went to the fucking beach? When was the last time you went to the beach? When was the last time you went for brunch?
I don't know. I just feel like that's what people want to hear. I'm Sam. I like Dungeons and Dragons, LARPing, Quidditch, and the occasional run.
No, but because you want to go on a date.
Oh, God, we'll find a way. We'll figure a way out. But we'll keep everyone updated.
No, do you know what we should start doing, though? And I'm happy to wingman
we have
you.
dating updates. I think we should have dating updates.
Well, it's great for you to do that, but as you know, throughout the fact that I've been single for I don't even know how many fucking years, I tend to try and not talk about my dating life.
Yeah, okay, fine.
It's just everyone else talks about it.
Yeah, okay.
Including the people I'm dating.
So yeah, that's a really good point. So, we want to keep it like under radar.
Well, no, I do.
Okay.
But I don't feel like you're able to do that. And also, I don't think it matters as much for you to do that.
Okay, fair.
Yeah.
Do you know what I saw from you really nicely? Pete had a conversation with Anna Williamson. He said, this is going to be Sam's year. It's going to be my year.
Yeah, I do think it's going to be you. I think you look great. I do feel like we...
I have one question for you before we move on. As my wingman, like, how would you sell yourself how do you sell me if you were my wingman? So I'm stood next to you at this point and we're both just eyeing up this absolute honey. Right? In a very modest way, though.
God, I'm going to do an Annalise.
We're just out there on tiles.
When you say out there, it sounds like we've just got out. And if you're, do you know what I mean? Of prison.
Fresh out of prison.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, we still have to clock in later, but, you know, they've let us out for a little bit. What were you in for? You don't want to know, darling.
We're at the bar, okay? And me and you are stood there. And you're like, don't worry, Sam. I'm going to wingman you. How are you going to do it?
But so it depends on what you want.
Well, I'm stood there waving.
No. Then you're on your own. Okay. You've done this before. This is like, do you know what this is like?
So let's get dating.
We have gone back.
Fuck, we've
gone back 7 years because this is very similar to the first mix of Celebs Go Dating when I tried to tell you about the eyes.
Oh my God, we're there.
We have the personal growth and development is zero.
That was 7 years ago.
That was 7 years ago, and all we are now is older, balder, and less funny. So, you know, if we couldn't do it then, we ain't going to be able to do it now, are we?
Yeah.
But, no, I mean, look, you just need to go out places, find someone that you're attracted and start talking to them. I honestly find it really simple.
Okay.
Because the worst thing that can happen is someone says no. Ask someone if they'd like a drink. Really, really easy.
No. Why?
No, not why. Absolutely fine. Have a great night.
It's not fine, really, is it?
Well, why isn't it? Do you think everyone should be attracted to you? Do you think everyone should date you? And do you think you are everyone's type?
No, I'm joking.
So yeah, it doesn't matter. Rejection is part of life. And actually, you learn more from rejection than you do success.
Don't I know it?
Although you are the antithesis to that thing because you've been rejected most of your life and haven't learned fuck all. So, on that positive note, I think we're done for this episode.
But we are so back. I don't care what anyone says. Look at us.
I mean, this has been a weird episode where we've discussed all sorts of things, but mainly finished it with our own Paul and Anna. And what we've discovered is that despite having asked Anna and Paul
taking none of their advice,
we are probably going to remain single forever. It is what it is.
We're going to cry with each other in the shower. Together. Forever. If you find a girlfriend, I'm honestly going to be so upset. I'll be happy for you, but like inside, I'll be like, oh my God, I've lost him.
Yeah, but there's a big difference between, like, I don't want one right now.
Perfect. Great.
Is it?
Yeah. I'd like you to die alone. I'm joking. If you find a missus, I'm just going to hold onto your leg and be like, please no.
Yeah, no, listen, it's good to kind of spend some time just fucking working yourself out.
Yeah.
You haven't had an opportunity to do that for a long time, and I think before you can give yourself to someone, you need to find out who the man.
I bought Atomic Habits, which is a book, and Wild, Mel Robbins on audiobook. Really good.
You not done that.
Mel Robbins. Keep it Mel. I have had a wonderful day, and you at home are going to have one heck of a day.
Oh,
I genuinely
fuck.
mean that, because you probably listen to this on the way to work, or
Yeah,
you're
actually,
in the
but
car.
do you know what? It's a good thing since you are in such a positive, happy space right now, and obviously you're really working on yourself, and you're doing so much gratitude stuff, and Mel Robbins is helping you transform your life. Maybe you should just pass that on to some of our listeners, because we haven't had a Sam motivational quote for a little while.
You're going to absolutely smash it today. You look smashing. And I'll tell you what, today is going to be your day. Whatever it is, whatever you're doing, put a smile on that barnet and let's get out there. Let's fucking eat it. Let's eat it for breakfast like cornflakes.
I mean, that's so good. You could put that on a t-shirt. Let's eat it for breakfast like cornflakes.
Yeah, Mel Robbins, right there.
By Sam Thompson.
Yeah.
Fuck me. Anyway, that's it for Staying Relevant. Fucking weird one today. Rate,
We love
review,
you.
do all of that fucking shit. And yeah, let's all keep our fingers crossed. Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed, everybody, for TRIC Awards 2025. We're going to win it, baby. And when we do, we're going to record our victory speech. Lovely.
Yeah, great. Thank you.
This has been a Staying Relevant production.